I think a lot of you already know me. My name is Mario Nicholas. I am actually born and raised right here in Jefferson County.
Yay!
Obviously, many of you met me. Many of you met my mother and father. They're here as well tonight. And being born and raised in Jefferson County is important in this race because I am a member of this community. I have always been a member of this community. And that means I care about what happens to our community. And what I've seen from the state capitol in the last year has been hurting our communities. It has absolutely been ripping us apart. It has been taking away our private rights. It has been tearing apart our communities. When I watch and I see Andy Kerr taking votes down in the Senate, and I see that he is taking the decisive vote on Second Amendment bills, particularly the bill that limited the magazine capacities. He was the vote that made the difference. It was an 18-7 vote. And we've got so many people in this community who are law-abiding citizens, who don't need those sorts of over-regulation and those sorts of bills run against us. In addition, you see Andy Kerr voting for things like Senate Bill 252. For those of you who don't get legislative speak, that's the bill that required increases in rural electric. Now, there are a lot of people in rural electric who say, well, that's good for some of them. Well, it's not good for our farmers and ranchers because our farmers and ranchers are going to see their bills move right up through the roof. And that may or may not matter to a lot of people in Lakewood, in the suburbs, but I can tell you, ag is our biggest industry in all of Colorado. And when agriculture gets hurt, all of us get hurt. We see the tax base go down, and it affects every one of us, even those of us in these districts. And you see other bills that kept on getting run. One of the bills that you're seeing right now, there was a school finance bill and a school reform bill. There are things that we can change about our schools. We can change to provide more choice in education. We can make changes that provide more value and value our teachers more. But it doesn't need to come with $1 billion price tag. And in fact, when you say, hey, look, we'll fix your schools, and we will do those things, but only if you pay us off, that's blackmail. That is ransom. That is holding the kids in our communities ransom for $1 billion. And it's something that I will be fighting against. And you wouldn't see that from me as a senator. Now, this isn't just about what Andy did and why I don't think he should be a senator anymore. Because, frankly, I think we can do better. And that's going to be what it's going to be about. It's going to be about all of us going together, walking precincts, making phone calls, and then I promise you that at the state senate, I will represent all of you in a common sense, independent, limited government way. And that means providing for more choices for people. That means protecting our rights. That means empowering our communities. Because frankly, our communities can do better than our government does. That is what it is at the heart of being a Republican. And I think that's at the heart of what so many of you are here for today. There are people I see here who are friends of mine from Kiwanis. There are people who are friends of mine who I've seen in churches. There are people from all of the communities in Colorado. And I think that's what brings us together. It's not our government. Our government does not define us. So when I hear people saying, look, we just need more government, we need one big box, one size fits all government, they are dead wrong. And in fact, that forces people to do things that split apart our communities. I won't let that happen. Now, I do want to take a moment here to thank a few people. First, the story of actually me starting to run is a pretty good story. I didn't really think that there would be. In fact, I thought Ken Summers was going to be our state senator. No one works harder, no one walks more, and in fact, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to spend a fortune in shoes just trying to walk the same amount of precincts he did. And many of you walked them with him. But about a month later, I was at a Christmas party at a local activist's home, Sherry Collins. Sherry is sitting right in the front over here, and we were all talking because a lot of the activists and people who do phone bank and walk precincts all go to Sherry's party, Christmas party every year, and a couple people, Sherry and Shirley Seitz, came up to me and said, you know what, we would like you to start running. We would like you to think about running for this district. That really touched me, that I had local activists who said, we believe in you because you believe in us and because you work with us. That started me thinking about whether I should. I went through the session and I got more and more frustrated as I saw the overreach from so many people down at the Capitol. And as we got done, I just said, you know what, this is something I want to do. I am going to do this. I'm going to run for office. Now, I do think that it's important when we're reaching out to many other people that we really think about, well, is this a message that people want in Colorado? Is this something that Coloradans want to see? And I think it is. I think there are many, many people in Colorado, many unaffiliated, independents. I think there are even Democrats who might vote the other way, who often look and they say, I don't like one-party control. I don't like what I see when one party has all of the levers of government. And I think that there are people right now who are concerned about that, who may not have voted Republican before, but will take a look at Republicans with that common sense, independent, limited government approach. And when you look at the state Senate, that's really one of the places we can make that difference. There are 35 state Senate seats. Of those 35 seats, there are 15 Republicans. None of those Republicans are either up for election this year or they're all safe. Of the 20 Democrat seats, there are at least 5 that are very vulnerable. So we only have to win 3 of those seats to flip that Senate. This is going to be at the very epicenter of those seats. In fact, when I made my announcement, I announced on May 11th at the Jeffco Lincoln Day Luncheon because I thought it was important for activists to hear it first. One of the things that I saw, that I said to people afterward was, I can make this a competitive district. And in fact, one of the reporters who reported about it said, my candidacy immediately made this the most competitive and the most expensive district in the entire state. So hold on, we'll get to me asking you for money in a second. It is, and that's what we are really facing here today, is that this is going to be the most competitive district. Obviously, I'm making this speech, with almost a year and a half out from the election. But if we work together, we can win this district. And I think that's one of the key pieces to focus on. This cannot be a me campaign. This must be a we campaign. It must be the people who all came out tonight on a weeknight to come and support me. It must be the precinct committee people. It must be all the people who walk and phone bank who will turn out to make sure that we talk to the 140,000 people in this district who are receptive to that message. And I think if we do that, and if we work together, we can win back this seat. So on the we side, I think that's the critical part and what you can do today, because we can start today, is I do have volunteer sheets back there that I'd actually ask everyone to sign up for and put your email down so we can stay in contact. Follow my campaign progress on Facebook and Twitter for those that use it. And Amy Atwood is walking up with a sheet right now, so if you'd like to say it, that'd be wonderful. And then the other thing that I need, as I said, this is going to be an expensive campaign. So I need contributions. I need people to reach in their pockets and give me $5, give me $10, because that makes a difference. Each one of those donations makes a big difference. In the last cycle, Andy Kerr raised $200,000. He was able to outspend our Republican candidate by about $80,000. Now, Andy only eked by less than 5 points, and that was with the Obama turnout machine behind him. If we can make up that difference in raising funds, I think that this is certainly a winnable district, and it is a district where we can start to turn it around in Colorado. So again, please think about signing up for volunteering. Please think about contributing. There are contribution envelopes over there, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you for the next year and a half until we win next November. Thank you all for coming out tonight.